Hey, welcome back to the 29th year and beyond.
And beyond.
And beyond. This week I went on a walk, and while I was out, I took some pictures, and I was curious how the sun would look different, because it was early, from the first time I walked around to once I went around again, which was about a mile, what it would look like. And I was amazed at how the intensity of the light had changed, how much higher the sun had risen. And I began to think about relationships and how in a moment, in time, in 20 minutes, how you can change the trajectory of a relationship.
The experiences that you're having, whether it's something celebratory or whether it's something tragic, when you think about that sun rising and how it changed the intensity of it, because it started out subtle and then became more powerful,
right?
And the way that it cascaded on the trees, the same thing is true in a relationship. When time elapses, it allows us to get to a different place. Yeah. It allows us to rise above circumstances and situations, and if time will afford us the opportunity to get there, our choices can help us expedite getting there.
That's true. That's true. And in that 20-minute or a little bit less than 20-minute span, where the sun was just here, then it was moving up. And as I came around again, it was getting even higher. That's the way we should elevate ourselves in a marriage, in that moment of time, and whether that moment is just 20 minutes or whether that moment of time is 2 years.
Wow. Or
20 years. That's what we want to do, is elevate ourselves up.
Well, I was thinking about, because having seen the pictures, how it was almost like the sun started out peeking out.
It did.
Right? And then it got bold and it came forward. And that's what we want to do. You get to that place in a marriage as you grow together, and as you spend time together, so that you're no longer peeking out with your ideas, with your suggestions, with your desires, but you can get bold and you can rise and get to that place of celebration. Because like you with the walk that day, I had opportunities too where I've seen the sun rise and cascade through the trees and the colors and dance across the lake and all those kinds of things. And if we can get to that place sooner because of the choices we make, why not? Because I believe you stay in those negative, challenging places much longer than you have to based on your choice.
And true, because I was just thinking when you said, because I remember 31 years ago, when we first started going out, and I remember, because we only dated for 3 months, so everything was all together. And I remember when we first got married, I remember just sort of peeking out. You said peeking out, and I remember sort of peeking. Is it okay to do this, or is it okay to say that? Because we had only been together for 3 months, I was always curious. I remember one time calling my mother and said, "Mom, I only got one pork chop for him. Is that going to be enough?" I was really worried that I need to run out to the store and try and get another pork chop. And she was like, "He'll be fine with the one pork chop." I mean, wow, that's so funny. I hadn't thought about that in a while.
Yeah, what was I going to say? And instead of just peeking out, standing bold, rising and say, "Look, champ, do you need another chop?
Look now, you better grab something on your way for dinner."
Yeah, I think you got a little too bold. Look, that's a little too high now. But no, if you're going to get to those places where you celebrate, to get to those places where you are really affording one another to genuinely enjoy the journey.
Yes, that's right.
Get there as soon as possible so that you can, because life is Lord knows, life can be very fleeting, and when the time is gone, it's gone. Right. So why not choose to be authentic, to be genuine, to communicate, and to allow the sun of your relationship to rise as quickly and as high as it can so that you can enjoy it for much more time. Because when the sun sets on our time...
What does Mufasa say?
The sun will set on our time here. And that's the reality. So before the sun sets on your time, make sure you have an opportunity to enjoy everything that the light touches.
That's right.
Ooh,
go hold your man, Sam.
Mufasa. Until tomorrow, if the Lord says the same.